range and just bang right on the top of the head. That's all it was, but yeah, live and learn, eh?
You went to work by that shot, it was just off balance.
Oh, equilibrium,
Strange as knockdown.
Yeah, it wasn't really like a sore shot, like, no. I don't think I've ever really been hurt. That caught me like really high on the top of the head for some reason, and I just felt it going down my left leg. And when I knew, right, I'm down here, looked and knew everything was alright, and it was sound. He hurt me more in the first round than he did in any round. Not going to show wouldn't really hurt me, but that one, I knew right I had to get back on the job and had to make kind of a bit of an indent back on him, not let him overtake me.
Was he the strongest you faced?
No, Granados hit with every punch, it was sore. He didn't hit with every punch, it was sore, but he did whip. With them South Americans, they whip them from like here, kind of, and it gathers momentum. And if you're a dickhead like me, you let it hit you.
You had to show a lot of bottle in that fight, obviously. Like, you know, amazing bottle.
That's part of the game. Like, you know, I think everyone has a get the ropes. You have to have some sort of balls and courage. Like, but for that one, yeah, because it was a big round. I think it was just as big as when Granados got me. Even though Granados put me down twice with a bigger onslaught, he was winning them the same way, and I could ride him out, but it was a very worrying round at that stage because he was gaining a shit load of momentum and he was getting courage. And when I looked up, I could see him pointing and laughing and shit, and I knew ride this round out because you've lost the round anyway. You know what I mean? I did try and hit him one or two to the body just to slow him down, just trying to take it on the glove and then counter a body shot. But that was about it to an extent. And then the next round, I knew right I have to make a statement. To let him know I'm not gone here, you know what I mean, I'm still here.
Had you been happy with the way things were going up until then?
To an extent, yeah. I found I was countering him pretty well. Blocking and punching was what we're working on in camp because he did swing widely, and just one or two shots I was unhappy with getting caught with because for 8 weeks no one hit me with him, and then I got in on the night and he go ahead, hit me with it. He hit me one in the first, and I knew, okay, he has a bit more power than his record suggests, but he threw it from his hips. He shouldn't have hit me with it. And it like just caught me kind of grazing. He didn't know it hurt me, and no one, Danny or no one knew it hurt me, but it just kind of said, oh, don't get caught anymore.
Like it is, yeah.
Were you concerned when you heard it was a split decision?
You're always kind of, you know what I mean, I don't really have, I'm not like a cocky kind of guy, so I don't believe I won every rounder. You know, I asked the corner what do you think, and they all says, yeah, you've got it. And when I looked around, everyone thought, yeah. But I heard it was a split decision, of course, he did have some momentum, but I do think.
Oh, he did? Well, he had some big rounds, yeah.
But your shots were decisive when you were hitting them.
Yeah, mine was more crisp, and his was more like thudding, but mine were more crispy shots and was snapping them back, and maybe my own fault, I didn't follow up on them, you know what I mean, I should have maybe pushed back, because one or two shots you heard him and he made like a face and I didn't capitalise on it, I just kind of went back onto the boxing where I should maybe push him back. When I did the round after he dropped me, I pushed him back in and I could see he was uncomfortable. I knew then the last two rounds, or the last round at least, he was going to have a big push and try and show that his machismo and his, that he was going to like, I'm still here. So for the last round I just made sure I rated out the first minute maybe, and then I knew, okay, right back on the job and start pushing back. I've took kind of his best and let's work again.
You take a long way around, don't you?
Silly, very silly, I mean, I don't know why.
Has done that before? Do you find you were more intelligent about a war today, or it gave you a bit more, well, I've been here before, I can get over this?
I'm not intelligent at all, Johnny, I'm fucking stupid. If I was intelligent, I would have just moved the whole 12 rounds or back and tried to knock him out in the first round. But yes, no, of course, being there, doing that there, you know, I'm able to do this. This is uncharted territory. Being in LA and being with guys who were like doing that every fucking day, I knew, right, come on, don't lose, what do you call it, self-belief and just kind of feeling sorry for yourself when that kind of happens, you know what I mean? You can just go in the shell and feel sorry for yourself, and that's where you can get stopped and stuff. So I knew I had my wits about me. It was a kind of like a flash. I wouldn't say flash because it didn't go down straight away. I like read it out, but it was just like a bang. It wasn't like a thud and whoa, I'm gone here, you know what I mean? But I knew after one round that he had a bit of more pop than his record suggests. You know?
That was your first time going 12 as well, was it?
Yeah, it was not my first scheduled, but it was the first one actually doing. And listen, we were doing 15, but for this camp actually, Danny had us working on just 6, and then 7 or 8 on the pads, and then like with the weighted vest and all on. So I knew when the going got tough, I was able to do it. But that's maybe why I'm able to take these in a fight. I don't. If you really come and watch, I don't fucking take this shit in sparring. No one hits me at all in sparring. It's ridiculous. I come in the fight and I get hit, and then there when he hit me, I knew I had to show like balls, let him know, like, because they're these South Americans and all, they have like some. If you go back, you're gonna be. I have got you now. You know what I mean? My Kismo kind of thing. So I had to kind of like pretend, oh, you didn't get me, you didn't hurt me, but I was fucking on the ground, so you did hurt me. But it was good. Silly at times, good at times, and below par, I thought.
Yeah, so after so many twists and turns, what's your overriding emotions? How do you feel like after that?
Very mixed. Very mixed. I'm not happy with myself. I thought I could have won that a lot more decisive. The lads are pushing me in directions where I should be performing a lot better, if I'm honest. You have to be honest with yourself in this game. I should be doing people like that maybe a lot more easier, and I was. I just got caught silly shots. Maybe super flyweight is a bit a step too far, and that's why I'm getting hit with these shots, because they're not hurting me. Not one bit. He hit me a flight. It was flashing. I was down, but the shot did not hurt one bit. It caught me on top of the head, and it just knocked my equilibrium off. So
You think you might need to move on?
it's possible, but I do make it, and this time I made it so easy. So it's something I had to sit down with Danny, who's very experienced, with someone who is tall at super flyweight and Peter Culture. You know what I mean? So I'll discuss with him what we think, but I make it easy enough. But for some reason, these shots don't hurt me at all in sparring, and didn't hurt me in the night. But I felt myself kind of on the ground, so it's silly.
But you find a way to win, and you're still unbeaten, which is.
That's my dad's fault. That's my dad's fault. He's instilled it since we were kids. Me and Michael. No matter what, if my heart is beaten, I'm going to win. And no cunt from Nicaragua is going to beat me.
We have to leave that one out.
You calling out Gonzalez there, yeah?
What?
You calling out Gonzalez?
Oh fuck no. Take that one back, man.
Do you have a preferred title to go for then? 'Cause you're going to be probably ranked high in 3 of the 4 world bodies.
That's out of my control. That's up to Frank, and that's up to my friends at MGM, and they look out from NTK. They look out for my best interest. They'll know what and where I need to go, and how I'll have to go about it. But yeah, every fight should be in Belfast, because the bigger and the better nights they got there. If they're not entertained, they don't know boxing.
And what's next
You
now?
did what you had to do, which is fantastic, and you got the win.
Thanks very much, Eamon. Thanks very much, but we can do better. We can always do better, and that's what you have to live with.
Can we get him stitched up? Because
Yeah,
Thank you.